pretty good match between the two, and a really good effort from Nacho Cheese Monster. I think if she wasn't an NPC and was a real person, she would have won for sure.
I actually have to disagree with you there, Sukis. The Greedy Goblin is a very rich and powerful man, and he will kill you in real life. And to answer your questions, no, he did not pay me to say that.
Now that I think about it, that is very true, and you are correct. He is quite rich and powerful. In fact, I don't know why I even said that to begin with. And to answer your question, no, he did not pay me to say that either.
Well, let's get ready for the next match. It's against two powerful men with the strength to destroy worlds, if they wanted to. Let's meet them now.
Hey guys, it's me, Sukis, back again live from the Tim Testy Test Center, and I am here with a very special guest. I'm here with Esteban, the Shadow Soldier, and I would like to ask, how are you doing today, Esteban?
A little hungry.
Okay, understandable, wizard has to eat, like most people, but I don't know what wizards be eating and shit, probably like frogs or something. So I gotta ask, how do you feel going into the first match?
Feel very confident. Feel like I've studied my deck very well against my opponent and my own deck as well. Be casting some spells for sure. Gonna be going crazy with that. But other than that, I'm feeling very confident about it.
Okay. I have no doubt in my mind that a wizard is confident in his own deck, especially one based around wizards as well. So there's no surprise there. Glad to see that the Shadow Wizards stay strong, stay confident. Next, I gotta know. Can you describe your deck and how it's been working for you?
My deck is really just about kind of spamming the same couple spells over and over again to get the enemy to kind of have a permanent sleep on their team, and just to keep attacking and not letting them have a chance to kind of set up.
Very, very bold and smart play. You don't really see something like this all too often. I'm really excited to see that happen. But I gotta know, what made you want to enter the tournament?
I want to be the best wizard of them all. Even people who aren't wizards, I'll be them too. I gotta be number one.
That is very wise. As a wizard, I'm sure there you have to move up in the ranks. Right now, based off of your application, it sounds like you're a Shadow Soldier. Not too sure how high up on the ranking it is, but I'm sure winning a tournament as prestigious as this would definitely raise you up, take you up a few levels. And speaking of winning, I gotta ask, what would you do if you were to win this tournament?
I get all the wizard hoes.
Oh, sounds like there's some witches out there for my wizard here. Well, thank you for your time. I can't wait to see you in the first round, and I can't wait to see you guys there as well, coming up shortly. Esteban, the Shadow Soldier, is very wise. I wonder how long he's been part of the Shadow Wizard money gang.
If I had to say, probably for years with this kind of wisdom. And just like him, his deck is very well thought out. It gives the opponent zero chance to set up and takes away the opponent's ability to do much.
I agree. However, his opponent's deck is made to prevent such a thing from happening, and is usually unaffected by such things. Let's just meet him now.
Coming back to you live from SC News, we have here
Biggie Cheese.
It's a pleasure to have you, Biggie Cheese.
Yeah.
So, Biggie Cheese, how do you feel going into this first match?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so describe your deck.
Rats.
Oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so what made you want to enter the tournament?
Money.
Okay, yeah, there's money. So what are you gonna do if you win?
Spend.
Okay, we got one last question for you. When is Personality Episode 4 coming out?
Man, get this shit off.
Biggie Cheese will probably get charged for that stunt. He just pulled, but besides that, he looks like he's ready to destroy anyone that comes in contact with him.
Yeah, especially with that rat deck, which is only fitting for the rat god himself. I think this should be a pretty even match.
I'd have to agree. We'll just hope his anger doesn't get to the best of him.
Alright guys, here we go. Game 4 of the first round. It's going to be a very interesting one against Esteban and Biggie Cheese. We're going to see who comes out first here in a second. The crowd is getting restless. And there is Esteban, the Shadow Soldier. Part of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Let's take a look at his player stats. He's playing that Shadow Wizard Money Gang deck. He has an infinity ratio. And he just utilizes the synergy between all the wizard beasts and kind of locks your opponent into a corner while he does what he needs to do. And his opponent should be coming out shortly.
One word to change the world, and now put it into action. Fuck!
And there he is, Biggie Cheese.
Fuck all the mind games, fuck all the lies. Fuck what you think, yeah, fuck all of you guys. Fuck what you heard, and fuck what you said. Fuck all your words, you're all left in your heads. I won't waste words on you. Fuck it all.
Let's take a look at his player stats here. He's playing the Rat Trap, and he just has to summon a bunch of rats onto his sideline in order to power up Strong Rat. If he can do that, then he'll be able to deal cataclysmic amounts of damage, which is exactly what Esteban is aiming to stop here. So it should be an interesting match between the two, and I look forward to seeing it, because one deck is based around locking the opponent into a corner, and the other one is based around, just summoning a bunch of things to attack over and over again. As we can see, the giant rat, when he summons a rat beast, he gets to put a rat beast from his discard pile into the top of his summoning pool. And then whenever he scores a card, he has to reveal it to all players. And if it's a rat beast, he can summon it for free, which is going to be very, very important for his deck. And we gotta talk about Esteban's challenger as well. He runs the Gem Wizard, which says the top card of your deck is always revealed to all players, and he may summon the top card of his deck as if it were in your hand, and if it's a wish, its summoning cost is 1 less. There's been some controversy around this card because you can, make some mill decks where you win on the first turn no matter what your opponent does. However, this is not that. Esteban will get to choose who goes first and who goes second. I think they're having some sort of problems of some sort. I'm not sure. Biggie Cheese putting back on his sunglasses. There seems to be some sort of issue as to why they haven't started playing yet. And it looks like Esteban does want to go first. And here we go. They're starting now. Esteban's going to play that Optimal Illusion for 5. He may summon beasts and grottos from his discard pile as if they were in his hand. And then when he summons a wish, he gets to choose a beast in play and it rests. Now that's going to be crucial into locking Biggie Cheese into a corner. He's going to pass over to Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese now has 6 extra cards to work with. So let's see if we can pull something off.
Sneaky Rat for 1.
Going to play Sneaky Rat for 1. When Sneaky Rat is discarded from play, if it was attached to a beast or grotto, you may summon Sneaky Rat to your sideline free of cost. That's going to be very important.
I think we all saw it.
He's going to play Rummage Rat for 2. Rummage Rat will allow him to choose a card in his discard pile, put in the top of his deck. And Strong Rat for 5. That Strong Rat gains 1 power for each other rat beast he has on the sideline. A very, very important card. And it looks like he passed over to Esteban. As you can see, we can see some really, really interesting cards in Esteban's hand.
What I do? I understand you fucking with the Shadow Wizards, but that don't mean you gotta hold me.
They pay my salary. Fuck you.
How about you suck my dick?
Oh, a negative crowd reaction from that one. Being rude to the ref. Esteban's going to play that Presto Majesto for 1 instead of 2, and he gets to choose a beast or challenger, and it's going to
You're not
rest.
gonna call that either?
I was about to go do that too.
It's the Shadow Wizard. What the fuck am I saying?
It looks like there might be some sort of conspiracy against Biggie Cheese here with Esteban the Shadow Soldier and the Shadow Wizard Money Gang
He
ref.
put 2 down. He summoned it for 1. What's going on here?
So many uncalled misplays. The referee is finally going to call one of those misplays,
I'll give you a DQ right now.
threatening to DQ Biggie Cheese.
Alright, I'll do Frog's Breath Potion for 2.
He's going to play that Frog's Breath Potion for 2 as well. He gets to choose a resting beast and discard it. That's very deadly, because now Biggie Cheese has to discard that Strong Rat that he just summoned for 5. It's going to be very painful for him. It's going to slow him down exponentially. Exponentially. I don't know. There's so many X words. Exposition. Shit like that. I'm just commentating at this point. I mean, that's my job.
Zap it for 2.
He's going to summon Zapbit for 2. Zapbit, when attacking or defending, he may discard up to 3 cards from his hand, and Zapbit gains 1 power until the end of the turn for each card discarded that way. That's going to be a very powerful card to attack with, I believe.
And I will also summon Lizard for 2.
Gonna summon that Lizard Wizard. Lizard Wizard, strange play right now. When summoned, put a wish or wizard beast from your discard pile into your hand. He's gonna grab that Presto Majesto and put it back into his hand. Really strange play, in my opinion. And so now it is Biggie Cheese's turn. He just drew a card. Not much that he can work with here, it seems. But we're gonna see what he decides to do.
I'm gonna just call for help for 3.
Gonna play that Call for Help to search his deck for a beast and put it into his hand. I bet he's gonna grab another Strong Rat. Well, he's also eyeballing that 2 Moon Jelly there. A fan just said he loves Biggie Cheese. Something happened with the lights there. I don't know what's going on here. The lights just went out and there's... And we are back. There was a little bit of a technical difficulty there.
The sneaky rat.
But Biggie Cheese opting to grab a sneaky rat from that call for help. I wonder if his original idea has changed since that technical difficulty that we just ran into.
I'm gonna summon sneaky rat for one.
He's gonna go ahead and summon that sneaky rat for one. And since he summoned that rat beast, it is going, he does get to grab a rat beast from his discard pile.
Use Book of Wonder for 2.
Gonna go ahead and play a Book of Wonder for 2. So he's gonna search his deck for a Wish or Grotto. Then he's gonna put it into his hand.
Starbit cluster.
He's going to grab that Starbit cluster. If he plays it, it will allow him to draw 4 cards from his hand, unless he plays it, you know, to summon a card. He's going to play Clip That. Even though the opponent still has 1 card in his summoning pool, that's something I personally wouldn't have done. I personally would have waited until there was absolutely no cards left in the summoning pool. But that's just me. He's going to pass the turn over to Esteban. He's going to draw that +2, and a Starbit cluster is revealed. Going to summon that Starbit cluster for 2, and now he will draw 4 cards. Looks like he's going to use another Starbit cluster as well, so then he can draw 5 instead. That's a very, very impressive play, in my honest opinion.
You don't need to tell me that you're putting fucking Geo on.
Also, apparently he revealed what card he played. He got a misplay for revealing.
How? I haven't done nothing wrong yet. I haven't gotten in yet. What'd I do?
Supposedly Biggie Cheese has 3 misplays already. I don't know how, because you can only get 2. But Esteban, on his second misplay, he openly announced what cards were going into his summoning pool. He shouldn't have done that, and that's a misplay on his part.
We love you, Biggie Cheese!
Looks like he's getting a lot of fan love out there. Biggie Cheese for his hit rap albums. And
Love my kids!
oh, that was pretty crazy from the fans. Gonna summon that Presto Majesto, I think. Rest the Challenger for some odd reason. Gonna summon that +2, and he's gonna give Zapbit 2 extra power.
Zap it, and I use the ability and discard 3 cards from my hand.
So he's going to score 5 cards. Biggie Cheese allowing him to do so. And very, very crazy play. Looks like Biggie Cheese and Esteban, the Shadow Soldier, still having some sort of discussion within each other. Biggie Cheese not too happy with the ref this entire game so far. Biggie Cheese just a very angry person in general. It is now Biggie Cheese's turn. Both these men are very, very powerful in their own regards, so it only makes sense that that they both have problems with each other throughout this game. Biggie Cheese thinking about Biggie Cheese is thinking about what he wants to play here. My apologies if the commentary is a little strange. He's going to play that Starbit Cluster for 3 so he can draw 4 cards. This live commentary. Not really, but no edit, non-edited commentary. What was that noise? What the hell was that? Oh fuck. Oh my god. We are back. Sorry about that. Another technical difficulty.
Summon strong rat for 5.
Biggie Cheese is going to summon that strong rat for 5. That technical difficulty, yeah, don't worry about it. He's planning to clip that for 0, forcing Esteban to put 3 cards into a summoning pool. Esteban looks like he's doing something over there. Probably some sort of wizard ritual of some sorts. Biggie Cheese taking some water. It is quite hot now. There seemed to be some sort of like explosion outside, and it's gotten way hotter here at the Tim Testy Test Center. So I wonder if that explosion had anything to do with why it's so hot now. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Biggie Cheese going to play that Eat It Up for 1. Just so he could draw an extra card, I believe. He hasn't declared who gains that extra 1 power. He's talking to somebody. Maybe one of his attorneys. I believe that I think they believe that Biggie Cheese was behind one of those explosions. So he's talking to his lawyers and his attorneys right now. He has a really good legal team. He's gotten away with over 3,000 murders because of his legal team. And all right, looks like he's finally passing the turn over to Esteban. Got all his legal issues cleared up. He's going to play that Presto Majesto for 2. And curious as to who he's going to rest. Going to use a Starbit Cluster alongside that Presto Majesto to draw an extra card. Very, very smart move from Esteban. He has yet to declare which beast will rest because of Presto Majesto. He's playing a Glowing Cavern. When the beast above Glowing Cavern is discarded, you may choose to rest that beast and discard Glowing Cavern instead. That's going to be very, very essential for Esteban here. If for some reason his Optimal Illusion does get discarded, he can just rest him and get rid of that Glowing Cavern instead. Very, very wise play in my opinion. And Biggie Cheese seems to be talking with somebody some more. Could be his lawyers again. He does get into a lot of legal trouble. And I don't actually know why we had him, join this tournament in the first place. He just seems like a very problematic person in general. But he is here. So is his legal team. And I think Esteban's finally declaring Whip Beast rests with Presto Majesto. He's choosing that strong rat there. Looks like Esteban has some questions for Biggie Cheese's legal team. Maybe asking why they even represent him in the first place. Gonna play that Frog's Breath potion and get rid of the other strong rat in play. That is gonna hurt a lot. Accidentally putting those cards in his summoning pool face up. They need to be face down. I'm not sure if he realizes that. I'm surprised the ref hasn't called it out. Biggie Cheese he went ahead and called that out. Biggie Cheese being notified of more things from his legal team, it looks like. They seem to be showing him something. Oh, he's just handing them the microphones. I guess his legal team advised that he should not be recorded for any legal trouble. And Biggie Cheese, he's pointing out the camera and is like, well, I'm on camera anyways. Just letting them know. And it looks like they found his legal team found another camera that was recording him earlier from a fan in the crowd, and Biggie Cheese wants that out of here. His legal team has everything on lock and will destroy all evidence involved. So Esteban is going to discard 2 cards. He's going to attack for 8. Biggie Cheese is going to block for 2. And so Esteban will now score another 6 cards. And he will get to draw a card for defeating the challenger. Let's see what Esteban does next. You're going to summon Spectacular for 1. When summoned, he gets to look at the top 3 cards of his deck, put one of them in his hand, the other on top of his summoning pool, and he has to discard the last one. Only 3 cards in his deck. So one of them will go into his hand, and the other 2 will be discarded and put into a summoning pool. It is now Biggie Cheese's turn. He's going to draw. How many cards are in your summoning pool? He's asking Esteban how many cards are in his summoning pool. Seems to be quite a fair bit. I'm not sure why this question is relevant, but Biggie Cheese, he always has something up his sleeve, so you never know what he could be thinking of right now.
Book of Wonder for 2.
Gonna play the Book of Wonder for 2, which will allow him to search his deck for a Wish or Grotto, and then put it into his hand. Just gonna grab a Starbit Cluster. That Starbit Cluster will be helpful for drawing cards. And looks like he's just kind of rushing to do something. Telling his lawyers to back off. Biggie Cheese, he's really excited here. Gonna play that Starbit Cluster for 3 so he can draw 4 cards.
How many cards are still in?
He's asking him again how many cards are in there. And there's 4 cards.
Eat it up for 1, but with a Starbit Cluster.
He's playing an Eat It Up for 1 to draw an extra card, but he gets to draw 2 extra cards because he used a Starbit Cluster with it.
Alright, And now I'm going to summon Wild Dreams for 3 next game.
And he summons a Wild Dreams for 3, forcing Esteban to grab the rest of his summoning pool. And then his discard pile is going to... We had another technical difficulty there, some sort of energy surge, but if you didn't hear what I was saying, he played that Wild Dreams for 3, which says both players switch their summoning pool and their discard pile. And because it cost 3, there were only 3 cards left in Esteban's summoning pool, so he had to draw those 3 and then switch his summoning pool with his discard pile, leaving his discard and his deck empty, which forces him to lose. A very genius play on Biggie Cheese's part. The score is now 1-0, and it looks like Biggie Cheese, he's gonna mulligan there. And we're gonna see if Biggie Cheese can keep up the momentum with the strange plays that seem to work. Esteban, he looks happy with his hand. So he's asking if he wants to cut or tap, and he's going to draw 6 cards. He's choosing to mulligan again, which will allow Esteban, the Shadow Soldier, to draw another card. Biggie Cheese talking to his lawyers once again. His legal team is, they're on standby at all times. He's going to do a mulligan again. This is only helping Esteban. However, he just can't seem to get the hand that he's looking for. We're going to see if he mulligans once more. And he does. He chooses to mulligan again. There's so many mulligans. We can see into Esteban's hand as it grows because of the amount of mulligans that he has done. Another mulligan. What the heck, man? Play the game, dude. He's just not pleased with his hand at all. Can never please this guy. So we're gonna see if he mulligans once again, or if he's finally going to stick with his hand. Alright, he's sticking with his hand. Now they're going to play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first and who goes second. Looks like they got a tie. I'm going to try again. Another tie. And it looks like Esteban won, but he chooses to go first. Very, very strange. So Esteban will now go first. He's going to play Optimal Illusion for 5. When he summons, he can summon Beast and Grottos from his discard pile as if they were in his hand. And whenever he summons a wish, he can choose a beast on his opponent's team, and it rests. just looking through all the cards that he has. He's trying to figure out what cards he wants to.
I'll do clip that.
Oh, he's gonna play clip that so then he can play even more cards, which is gonna be very, very helpful for him. And he's gonna summon that Thamacrow. When an opponent summons a Wish, draw a card, and the Rat deck does use a lot of wishes, so he's going to be drawing plenty of cards. He's passing the turn over to Biggie Cheese. It looks like he's starting off similar to the first game. Summon that Sneaky Rat for 1. If Sneaky Rat is discarded from play, but it was attached to a Beast or Grotto in play, then it is summoned to the sideline free of cost. He has plenty of cards to work with now, so it's going to be interesting to see what he decides to do. Going to play that Call for Help for 3. This is going to allow Biggie Cheese to search his deck for a beast and put it into his hand. He's going to grab 2 Moon Jelly. When another beast on your team is discarded from play, you may attach it face up onto 2 Moon Jelly instead. And then if there are 4 more cards attached to 2 Moon Jelly, then he gets to score 1 and discard the other 3. That could be very helpful for getting all 4 Rat Beasts out at once.
2 Moon Jelly for 2.
He's going to summon that 2 Moon Jelly for 2. Because if he manages to get 3 Sneaky Rats and any other Rat Beast of his choice attached onto 2 Moon Jelly, if 2 Moon Jelly get he can use 2 Moon Jelly's ability and score that 1 Rat Beast, but because of the Giant Rat, it would get summoned for free, and then if the other 3 are Sneaky Rats, then because they're being discarded, they will in fact be summoned for free as well. That could be a major play if he can even pull it off, of course. Play Frog Slap for 2. Gonna play that Frog Slap for 2, and it looks like he's gonna attach a Sneaky Rat onto 2 Moon Jelly. Very, very strange, if I do say so myself. Gonna play Rummage Rat for 2, and then he's going to pass to Esteban. The referee was just taking a look at that Frog Slap, making sure that it was being played correctly. Looks like Esteban is a little bit confused on what 2 Moon Jelly does, so he's going to pick it up and take a look at what it does. You know, just read all of its effects, so then he can realize why is it in Biggie Cheese's deck. Biggie Cheese has some sort of plan in mind with that 2 Moon Jelly, of course. So, with the knowledge of what it does, I'm sure Esteban's going to try and avoid that at all costs. And he's playing that Starbit Cluster for 3, so then he can draw 4 extra cards. Because he played a Wish, he gets to rest a Beast or Challenger. So he rests that 2 Moon Jelly. He's going to use +2 on Thamacrow. +2 gives whatever beast he chooses 2 extra power. And now he's going to rest that Sneaky Rat as well because he played that Wish. So it looks like anytime Wishes are played, it benefits him at all times. He's going to play that Presto Majesto to rest the Giant Rat there. Very, very smart and bold play. Now Esteban can attack with 0 consequences. Biggie Cheese won't be able to defend at all. He's attacking for 8 and will score 8 because Biggie Cheese cannot do anything about it. That is really crazy. It looks like he's going to pass the turn over to Biggie Cheese. Biggie Cheese draws, and his beasts now do wake up. However, Biggie Cheese could technically do the same and attack with no consequence. However, I wonder if that would be beneficial to him at all, considering his beasts are all very low powered. If he manages to get that giant rat out and able to attack, I think that would help him. But I'm not sure if Esteban will allow the strong rat to live for very long, considering what it can do. And it does look like he's going to summon that strong rat. And that is for 5. Remember, strong rat gains 1 power for each other rat beast on the sideline. Currently, he only has 1 rat beast on his sideline, but he could change that very easily. Eat it up for 1. Going to play Eat It Up for 1 onto that sneaky rat. And gets another Eat It Up. Very interesting. I'm going to use +2 on my sneaky rat. Going to do +2. So now sneaky rat should have 4 power. And then I'm going to attack for 4, so it's 2, 4, 6. He's going to attack for 6. We're going to see what he scores. Gets to summon that for free because of the giant rat. This is really, really very, very helpful. So he does end up scoring 3 cards in total. Should have been 6, however, 3 of them are because of that giant rat. Not much else that Biggie Cheese can do here, other than to hope that Esteban can't do anything too crazy during his next turn. Esteban is now going to draw for his turn. Thermocrow and Optimal Illusion are going to wake up. He's going to go ahead and play that Starbit Cluster for 2. Gonna put Song Protection on Optimal Illusion. Optimal Illusion is now safe from any card effects that Biggie Cheese summons on his next turn. He's also going to summon another Glowing Cavern. When the beast above Glowing Cavern is discarded, he can rest Optimal Illusion instead and discard that Glowing Cavern. It's going to be very helpful against, anything that could discard that Optimal Illusion. He's going to play a Book of Wonder for 2. And he's going to get to search his deck for any wish or grotto that he wants. But he's also going to be able to rest Biggie Cheese, one of Biggie Cheese's beasts, which is very, very important. And he's grabbing a Presto Majesto. I'm not sure why he would choose Presto Majesto. over some of the other wishes that he could play. He's going to use Presto Majesto to rest that 2 Moon Jelly. Going to play that +2 onto Thamacro. But he's also going to force that strong rat to rest, leaving no opportunity to defend here.
You know what? That's some bullshit, man. You know why I am?
Hold him back. Hold him back.
Looks like there's something going on here. And Biggie Cheese getting disqualified from the entire event. And I think the Esteban is summoning some sort of spell of some kind. For you guys watching at home, Biggie Cheese was just disqualified for attacking Esteban the Shadow Wizard and was promptly banished to the Shadow Realm. I thought things were going so good up until that point.
I totally agree, but let's not act like this was unexpected. I already had a feeling that Biggie would get too hot-headed, and it looks like it finally caught up to him. And I think
Shmeeky? Shmeeky, are you okay, Shmeeky? It looks like we lost connection there with Shmeeky. We're gonna take a quick ad break, and we'll be back shortly with for round 2.